What is up, guys? It's Nathan New 52 here, and I'm back with another Injustice Gods Among Us after show. And today we're up to episode 18 of season 1, and this episode is going to be Is John Stewart Green Lantern useful? Now, before I begin, I would like to thank Fade Shocked for providing me with a hacked account for my videos. I'll put a link to his channel in the description, so be sure to check him out, subscribe to him, because he helped me with this hacked account. So thanks to him. So now let's get into the Injustice Aftershow. Now, if you didn't know, John Stewart Green Lantern is one of the Green Lanterns on Injustice, obviously, and he's obviously John Stewart's Green Lantern, and his passive is called Emergency Barrier. When Green Lantern or a teammate reaches 20% health, a barrier appears, making that character invulnerable for 4 seconds, and this can occur once per character, once per match. Now, yeah, this is quite an interesting passive, and I will show you what it means, how it works later. But his support enhancements are Guardians for 10% health, Lantern Core for 10% damage, and a Power Battery for 10% energy generation, just like the normal Green Lanterns. His first attack is called Turbine Smash. Green Lantern materializes a jet turbine engine, then slams it into his opponent. Second attack is called Green Lantern uses the power of his ring to unleash a melee ballistic combo. That's called Parallel Nature, and Beware My Power is his super move. Green Lantern unleashes a beatdown through the power of his ring, and that, my friends, is unblockable. So let's get into the gameplay. And if you guys didn't know, if you want this character, you can get him from a challenge booster pack in the store. Okay, let's just try and get him. So obviously, he's quite rare. He's not the most common, but he's also not the rarest. So you can still get him. So if you do want this guy, you can get him in the challenge booster pack. Okay, it looks like I'm not getting him. I'll just open 3 more, see if I can get him. Mortal Kombat Scorpion, Regime Aquaman, and yeah, it looks like we are not going to get him. But yeah, if you do want him, be sure to check out challenge booster pack. So let's get into some gameplay with this guy. I'm going to show you how his passive works, how he plays, and I'm going to tell you if I think he is useful or not. So let's find him. Okay, his stats aren't the best, but his damage is still decent. I mean, it's not the best. It's definitely not the best damage. It's a bit on the worst. It's a bit on the bad side, but his health is also pretty low. But I think the fact that his passive gives him technically an extra bit of health, I think that helps him. So yeah, let's put some gears on him and let's get into some gameplay. I'm going to put the scimitar, I'm going to put the Enchantress card, and also the Promethean longsword. So let's get into this battle. So I'm going to show you how he works. Obviously, he has a passive, and it works for everyone on his team. So yeah, that was his light combo. He's his heavy combo, like all other Green Lanterns. His first attack is called Turbine Smash. You've probably seen it before if you've played with Green Lantern before, but now I'm going to show you how his passive works. If we tag in another character, you'll see that when you do an attack with him, not an attack, when the character gets down to low health, there'll be a barrier that comes up that basically protects them from any damage. So no matter how much Joker hits me, he won't damage me at all, and it only goes for 40 seconds. And this will work once for every character on your team. So yeah, I just did it with Injustice Aftershow, but it'll work with any character, like I'm about to do with Justice League Wonder Woman. So yeah, guys, it will work with any character, including John Stewart himself. There it is. And if you tag out, the emergency barrier goes away. But see, I'll just make the emergency barrier go off, and with John Stewart, and then I'll show you his second attack, which is called Parallel Nature. So it's a very simple attack, but it's also very useful. It also blocks you from Okay, it looks like the emergency barrier ran out just before I could do it. But let's go for an Injustice Aquaman super move, and yeah. So yeah, guys, it's a very interesting passive and quite a unique passive. and when used in the right situations, it can do really well. So let's get into more of how he plays, and then I'm going to see if I think he's useful or not. So his fighting style is very, very useful because he is a Green Lantern. His fighting style is very, very nice and useful to use, and his basic combo looks pretty cool too. So yeah, he is really, really cool, and yeah, he might not be the best character, but he looks and just plays really, really cool. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to show his passive again. Like I said before, it will basically give them, they won't take any damage. They won't take any damage from special attacks too, but before with the Joker, what happened, it ran out just before you used it, because it only is for 4 seconds, so it's not the best. And also, yeah, there it is again, guys, and Bronze Solomon Grundy can't do anything, and I can just use Trident Toss on Solomon Grundy. So, a way you can use this is, obviously, when they're attacking you, it's another way you can just quickly just use special attacks while they're hitting you, because you're not even taking any damage. This is actually a bit like, I can't remember whose attack it was. I mean, whose passive it was, but it's kind of like a passive, or I'm not sure, but I remember there was this one guy who doesn't take any damage. Oh yeah, that's Injustice 2 Superman, but that's only for special attacks, so it's not as good as John Stewart Green Lanterns, but it only lasts for 4 seconds. So it's not the best, but yeah. So random tag hits again. I'm just gonna let them hit me so I can show you the passive even more. But let's go parallel nature. It's a really cool attack, and John Stewart uses his ring quite a bit, so that's very, very cool. And so yeah, guys, let's get into if I think John Stewart Green Lantern is useful or not. So guys, let's answer this question. So personally, I think that John Stewart's a very useful character to use, and he's also an excellent support character. So he isn't the best character to fight by himself, even though his second attack is pretty good. But he is an excellent support character, especially in survival mode, like when you're about to die in survival mode. He can just help you, just make sure you don't die, and because it's every match, it will happen every match in survival mode too. So that's pretty useful. So yeah, he's one of the best support characters in the game, in my opinion. And yeah, when used with the right characters, he can do pretty well too. Like characters with a bit more health, or characters that are about to have a special attack, but you're about to be KO'd, but the emergency barrier saves you just in time. It also helps you get out of a bunch of sticky situations. So yeah, if you're about to die, it's your best character, the emergency barrier can help you get out of a few sticky situations. And guys, obviously, he's pretty hard to get. So unless you have a lot of money and you want to waste them on challenge booster packs, he might not be the best character to go for. Yeah, so yeah, he is quite a hard character to get, but if you do get him, you've gotten one of the best support characters in the game, guys, because he's just that good at support. So yeah, guys, that is my answer to the question. He is an excellent support character. I think he's definitely useful, but as a support character, not by himself fighting. If you had him with, let's just say, Injustice 2 Aquaman, he would be very useful, because Injustice 2 Aquaman's a good character, and when he's about to get KO'd, when a good character's about to get KO'd, he can help you quite a lot by making sure you don't get KO'd at the very, very last second. So he's quite useful for that reason. And yeah, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to check out my other Injustice episodes, by that I mean the first 17 episodes of Season 1, the links will be in the description. The links will also be in the description to my friends' channels, so be sure to check those out. So yeah, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something new today. If you have a question for next week's episode or a future episode, be sure to tell me, because I might just use it. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.